Hi, welcome to Knocked Prone. My name is Cade, and we are going to join. This is the third episode of the Eberron series. Last we left your guys' characters. You helped the survivors of the ship, or at least Thorla did. But you guys saved Rizzy, the most important member of the ship, a little halfling with grills. You have sent the three of you off to bring back, to pick up the remainder of the survivors as the three of you have headed towards Sharn. And last session, we had y'all just approaching the Redwater distillery. You see smoke is billowing out of this chimney, and everyone go ahead and make me a perception check as you walk up to this brick building.
That is an 11.
11, perfect.
Nat 20!
Whoa!
7.
All right. With a natural 20, you're going to get a little bit more than you bargained for. You listen in, Sid, at the front of this V formation that you all have been traveling in, and you hear something that sounds a little bit like somebody left on the horror TV channel on a little too loud inside of this Redwater distillery.
Can he identify whether it's something used in the distilling process, mechanical process, or...
Absolutely. With a natural 20, this does not seem to be mechanical in nature. This sounds like you've heard of Redwater in the dealings of the back alleys of Sharn. Redwater is kind of like, it's a potion, but it's almost like a drug. It can send people to sleep. However, if people take too much of this Redwater potion, they are forever transported away to their elemental plane of dreams, and their bodies sleepwalk pretty much eternally after. They are reminiscent of modern day zombies.
Yep.
So that is what you are hearing with a natural 20 inside the Redwater distillery.
Sid wanting to be a lot more trustworthy to his companions at this point would definitely okay, hold on. There's something inside there. I don't know that much about distilling, but this does not sound like a mechanical process happening in there. Here, come over here to this. We'll crouch under this window. I want to listen in. I want to see if you guys hear this too.
Crouching, I'm standing on
Crouching, you're on your tiptoes to try and match their height.
I can get you a box if you need.
And as the three of you crouch beneath this window and are able to have pointed out to you, you hear this guttural sound of what you would describe to be zombies inside of this building. But you can also hear muffled whispers, muffled panic noises inside.
So when people are in that zombie trance, are they considered dangerous, or are they just more like just...
You don't know.
I don't love it.
Okay, I know more, right? Like we have to get in here to talk to this dude. So I understand you have a really good heart and you really want to help people.
But
We
Why
you
is
want
there
to
a
get
but?
to Sharn. You want to get to Sharn, right?
yeah.
And you need to help
Thorla.
Thorla. Yeah. Your bandmate. I can get us to Sharn, but gonna have to go find the guy who runs this place.
Probably in there
Yeah.
with the zombies. You think he is a zombie?
He's not that dumb.
How well do you know this guy?
I'm gonna give the more than you do.
Do I believe her?
I mean, you have no reason not to believe that Vel would know more than you about this person.
Fair enough.
Especially since they're on a first name basis with them.
Yeah, it's,
And a last name basis.
that's a lot of
Sometimes being
info.
on a first and last name basis is more important than being on a first name basis.
Very true. Well, it seems to me, I want to help people. You want to meet up with the guy inside, but there might be people in there that also need help.
And I'm not saying you can't help them, but not till we have secured a passage to Sharn. Then you can do your
All right.
knight in shining armor.
What's your plan then?
Just gonna knock on the door.
You're just gonna knock on the door with the zombies inside. Doesn't that kind of give up our element of surprise?
Do you have another idea?
she knocks on the door, we wait by the back door.
This idea. Do you have any way to protect yourself in the advent that the person who answers the door is a potentially dangerous zombie?
I mean, do you remember your friends back there? When we crashed and you had to help a bunch of people and then you had to get so loud to get everyone to come over and kind of get out of a trance?
Yeah.
That's step one. This is a little further into, breathing that fog. So they're probably mostly out of it.
Okay, so maybe they're not dangerous. That seems like that could be a thing. I think Sid would do a quick investigation, though, and see if there's, like, a back door, a window that's open on an upper story.
Alternate ways in.
Alternate ways in.
Absolutely.
Oh, that was almost a 5, but instead, it is a 15. Well, hold on. Investigation's intelligence? That's a 14.
Well, still, with a 14, that's okay. So, you are able to find, it seems like, you know how in restaurants they have kind of that, like, really heavy metal back door that has, like, the push stop? You know what I'm talking about? Like a push door that is, like, kind of one way. That is propped open by a rock in the back of this Redwater distillery.
Okay. All right. You want to try the front door? I'm going to go around to this back door over here.
I'll stay at the window.
Perfect.
All right. If things go bad for whatever reason, try and send a signal, and I'll see if I can do anything to help you.
Are you gonna go through the door? What's your plan in the back?
Well, I didn't want to spring anything. If you're trying diplomatic approach at the front of the building, and I didn't want a knight in shining armor or anything too fast, unless you'd rather I either go to the front door with you. Dragonborns tend to make statements when we walk into rooms, so
I'm subtlety and quietness get you lots.
I have bright red scales, so I know subtlety's a little tough.
With what we got. I want to maybe use his chaotic nature, but
What if I go through the front door, whatever's in there, I'm just like, hey, here I am, and you go through the back door.
pause for a second. Do we know? Are we near the river? Do we
Yes.
sense the river?
Yes, you can sense the river. You hear faint trickling in the distance.
So it's not close enough that we can see. Like, is the boat there, or is there a person down there?
Actually, this distillery is on. So you know in Skyrim, you know those like spinning wheels.
Uh-huh.
What are those called?
Water.
Water wheels. Boom! Yes, on the other side of this distillery, there is a water wheel that is being churned by this river into a large lake of sorts. This is the hilt of the Wood River. It is the lake that is standing between you and Sharn. And you do indeed, similar to what your pager, your beeper, said to you last session, your arcane beeper, that there is in fact a boat on the water.
I don't really know how to drive a boat. It's really not my skill sets. Would we really need Giddy Briggs?
You could indeed take Giddy Briggs's boat.
If you want to keep this relationship going or not.
Would we be able to tell where the muffled voices are coming from?
Yeah, I mean, go, especially finding the back door, go ahead and roll me, everyone go ahead and roll me a perception check as you are standing next to your prospective entrances.
11.
Unnatural 20.
7.
All right, Victor, you find a box to stand on so you can see into this window. Sid joked about a box, and then you found a box while he was gone, and you're like, that's actually a good idea. Like, I'm gonna do that. Not while Sid can see. So you step up onto this box, and you see all dispersed throughout this room is a cluster of elves that are overdosed on this red water potion. And they wander through this like open, it's like a warehouse floor. It almost looks like a warehouse because it has like, what are they called? The square pallets of potion distilled into these like, or packaged for selling. But at the center of this room, standing as still as he can, is a gnomish man who is also standing on top of a box, looking as if he's afraid of a mouse. But you would know that he is afraid of zombies who are wandering around him, and he is being as silent as he can be.
So they are dangerous.
From what you could perceive, it seems that he does not want to be noticed. And with a unnatural 20, you are also going to notice that he has, like, almost as if to remind himself, he has his fingers pressed up against his lips that are pursed, as if to motion to himself to be quiet for himself, because he does not know that you are there.
I am going to try and like wave my hand and like try and get it without tapping on the glass. I don't want to tap on the glass. He's like, hello.
Yeah, and in his peripheral vision, he's going to see movement, and he's going to look over. You don't know this, but this is Giddy Briggs, Giddy Briggs looks over at the window and sees a Warforged waving hand, and he's going to look over into your eyes. Do your eyes glow?
Yes, they are orange.
He's going to look over into your orange glowing eyes, and he's going to mouth the words, "Help."
I'm going to point at the front door.
And he gives you a big thumbs up, but then, realizes that he took his finger away from his mouth and is going to do this again. Pointing his finger back up to his lips as if to remind himself not to make a noise. And what would you all like to do?
Let us know that there's this trance stream. So are all of these guys in trances?
At this point, I think all of you have rolled a good natural 20 enough to remember this information.
Yeah.
So at least during the travel, you were able to talk about how the red water was dangerous and how that it could put you to sleep potentially forever. And so I think each of you would have at least somewhat of a grasp that this is what is happening.
Okay.
In that conversation, would Sid have shared any of his knowledge from, living in the lower end of Sharn of what red water does to people he's seen there?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that is whatever information you would like to share about what you know about red water is welcome.
So I think Sid, knowing he's not at full hit points, he's still a little bruised from the last big adventure. I think he's a little bit nervous to just go barging into a room with an uncertain number of potentially dangerous drug addicts.
Right.
And so I think he creaks the door open as slowly as he can, listening for any creaking on that, and would try and move into the room.
Make me a stealth check as you do this.
Stealth is +3.
Oh, that's not bad. No. Remember, you do have points of inspiration.
Oh,
that can be
you know
spent.
what? I think this is a good time.
I'm not saying that you have them.
Totally
I'm just saying
forgot.
You have them.
13 +3, so 16.
Okay, perfect. With a 16, you are able to agilely creak this door open. I say creak, but the onomatopoeia of creak does not happen as you slowly press this door open. However, one thing does happen with a 13. You push the door open that seems to have something that once was hooked on it, but it falls to the ground. A set of crafts gnome boat keys falls to the ground in front of you. You pause for a moment as the ringing of these keys kind of jingle out. A few of the sleepwalking elves are going to go right back to normal because jingling keys are not as important to them.
Fair enough. Pockets the keys.
Okay. You now have the keys to the boat.
I now have the keys to the boat. I think Sid has a choice to make. He could either run back around, close the door quietly, run back around, and we could do Vel's initial plan of maybe we just take the boat, or he could do his knight in shining armor thing. I think he's going to go back around and quietly close the door. He wasn't that far into the room.
Yeah, with that 13, you were able to do so.
Sneak back around, come around the corner, see you standing on a box. Go, good idea. Nice. Nice. And then sneak over to the window, kind of gesture for Vel to come over and hold up the keys so we can reevaluate our current position.
Perfect, yeah.
Sure.
Does Sid want to help anyone for any reason, or if he knew that Giddy Briggs was the owner of this distillery and thus he's the one that created the zombies, how would he feel?
I think Sid, having seen the effects of this potion in the improper hands in the city, does not have good feelings about it. He has friends in the city who have been personally affected by it. But overall, Sid is not one to cast blame too harshly on the average Joe's type of person. Honestly, the more money that Giddy Briggs has made off of the selling of this stuff, the less likely he is to want to go in.
You would know that this boat is gold encrusted. The keys are even gold encrusted. There's the words crafts gnome are in diamond, they're carats, multiple carats of diamond for each of these letters.
I think Sid would still feel a little guilty. I think his main reason in coming around is he does not want to start another thing that could make our situation go from tenuous to terrible without at least clearing it with you guys. So
do we save the drug kingpin or do we let him die?
I think we ask, okay, so how did you get the keys?
I was sneaking in the back to see if I could get in there and investigate a little bit more. I cracked open the door and clink, right down in front of me. I guess they were just wedged on top of the door. I don't know who put them there.
What happened to the zombies inside?
They made like a I heard like a, but then nothing else. So I assume they just went back to meandering.
We know enough about this that we would have to have a possible antidote. So can we actually save them?
Save them? No. Save him? Possibly.
I'm looking at that boat out there, and I know what this stuff does to people. I don't want to just leave somebody in the clutches of potentially very dangerous people. At the same time, he has made these people very dangerous. So I am not going to try and push in there if you guys feel like the best course of action is to save the people that are waiting back there for us to send an airship. I think there's a little bit
chaotic with them. If we're saying sound makes them... I could use a minor illusion, make a loud sound in the front of the warehouse, and then he does whatever he wants to do. Maybe it makes it better.
And maybe we just create a distraction and let him run out. Let
Dragon.
Yeah, and then let the guy inside run out the back door.
Yeah. That doesn't mean he's not going to do bad things later, but maybe they makes him feel better.
Were you able to see anything when you were standing on your box?
Yeah, he's back there. He's chilling. He's hiding.
Did he see you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think you could communicate this plan to him? Like, I don't know, do some pantomiming and point, zombies go this way, you run this way, kind of?
I tried. So he thinks that we're going to knock on the front door, and then he's going to run out the back door.
All right.
You have to tell him to run. I'm going to go to the front and make a
Okay.
lot of noise. We hope the zombies move. If not, let me know.
Okay.
But wait, don't worry.
I was like, bye!
That's what I thought was going to happen for a minute.
Yeah. So what is first? Who's taking action first here?
I'm waiting for the big loud noise.
I'm going to come back to the front. Everything seems locked and dark. I have decided that the best minor illusion would be to make the consistent sound of beating drums. So I am going to start more soft, and then it's going to get really loud.
Yeah.
So it's basically going to go soft, loud, and then we're just going to hear a massive clang. Did the zombies react?
Okay. You have a choice here. Would you like this to be an Arcana check because of minor illusion, or a Deception check with disadvantage?
Deception with disadvantage.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead and roll it.
Nat 20.
Bummer.
With disadvantage. So you'll have to roll again.
12.
To take the natural 20 since you got a dirty 20 the other way, because it's more fun that way. You make a loud knocking sound on this front door, and every single one of these zombies is going to walk over, and this gnome is going to clatter off of this box and is going to try and run as fast as he can, not really thinking about... Again, he takes his fingers off of his pursed lips and forgets that he's not supposed to make a lot of sound. However, your sound's going to drown out his sound, and he is able to run out the back door, and he is panting, red in the face, and you have now saved this gnome, Giddy Briggs, and the zombies are distracted. They are all in the door. They are fully taken on the bait. So you all see the zombies are running one direction. However, you all assume that once they get to that door, they're opening it. So what is the next plan of action? Giddy Briggs is panting, has not said a word yet. What would you like to do?
He ran towards
Sid. Yeah, I think Sid would, he's a gnome?
He's a gnome.
All right, Sid would grab him, hoist him up, and truck it over for the boat, toss him in the boat, and then spin and try and make, not a beeline for the front door, but probably for like the edge of the building where he could see around.
Okay.
To make sure these two aren't gonna just suddenly be swamped.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so you truck over, toss the gnome into the boat, and are able to come back to Vel and Victor. And Vel and Victor, what are the two of you doing?
I watched the little gnome dash across the warehouse, so I Probably went to the back corner and just waited for Vel to come around the corner too.
Perfect.
Before I dipped any further.
The last boom, I just casually turn around and just walk calm and coolly back around the building. I'm not too worried.
Yeah.
They don't seem super fast.
Yeah.
Not super fast.
This is a classic case of kiting from the video game Black Ops 2 when you play zombies.
3.
Black Ops 3, you kite zombies, and you have successfully kited these zombies and have outpaced them and are on the other side of the building. And you have the keys to the boat. You have the kingpin out of breath inside of his boat. Where are we going?
Whip the keys out of the pocket and start the boat up.
Yeah.
Wait. I think we kind of want to know what happened.
Well, to the elves? To the zombie elves?
Yeah.
We were discussing whether or not this was a intentional overdose, if there was a workplace accident.
All right.
Or, like, is there anything of value that could be lost in an accident like this?
I think Sid is personally probably on the verge. Not on the verge. He's tempted sorely to potentially throw someone like Giddy Briggs just into the water and see if they can swim and not care if they can't. So he's going to let you guys handle your interrogation investigation.
Yeah, I think we take advantage of this poor gnome's misfortune.
Yeah. Okay. So you go to talk to Giddy Briggs. What are you all saying?
I want to know how he's going to react. So I'm going to come up to Giddy Briggs and say, you can call me Vel.
Hello, Vel. You can call me Giddy Briggs.
Sid throws him in the water.
No, please!
I'm just kidding.
You, like, dunk his feet in the water so he has wet shoes.
My shoes! These were expensive Jordans!
Takes his shoes. No, not really, though. He takes his shoes.
They're too small for you. How dare you?
As you were.
You don't seem so surprised.
Surprised? Of what?
You were supposed to give me a ride.
Yes. Who sent you? Was it, do I owe someone money of sorts? I can pay.
Are you worried?
A wealthy man is never worried. He just, diversifies and liquidates.
Kind of made me feel worried. You were just really scared.
I mean, it's not every day that we have... There was a sign on the cutting room floor, as it were, and it said, "We've not had an accident in several days." And that sign is now at 0.
Well, it seems that we helped you out here.
Quite, yes.
Is there any sort of...
Compensation.
Yes.
Compensation. Yes, quite. I have a plethora of red water potion.
We noticed.
Yes. If you would like, I could provide some. Granted, you might have to get past my disgruntled workers. It seems that they are unionizing.
I think Sid at that picks him up by his feet and dunks him in the water head first.
No! I say.
Grumbles.
Who has the best stealth ability?
I have a 3 to stealth.
I have a 1. I think I'll stay here with Mr. Gnome Guy. Maybe you two go see if you can sneak around and see if there's anything worth the value.
Okay. Your build skills should come in handy later. I'll be whoever you want me to be. I'm going back to the building.
Okay.
Back door or front door?
Because of the front door.
That's true. That's where
Because the back door was propped with a rock there.
Did we get the sense? You said that they were going to probably burst open and head out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they might not even be in the building at this.
Yep.
as we
Vel heads over to the back door. Yes. You pick up an insta-kill.
And you mow down.
Well, okay. Giddy did like allude to like, well, they're not gonna make it much longer, and he's been around this Redwater much longer than we have. So like, as you get to the building, like, are we hearing the zombies? Do we feel like they've been
roll me
expired?
a luck check.
A luck?
That is just a straight D20, nothing added.
17.
17. Ooh, okay. Yes, it seems that all of these unionized workers, as it were, have escaped the Redwater distillery and are headed in a direction in the forest that is not the direction, with its 17, that is not the direction of the survivors that you are planning on going back to save, tentatively. Okay. So they head off in a direction, and you are hopeful.
Did Sid come with me, or did he stick
Sid
back?
came.
Okay.
That'd be
He's
kind
got
of
a
funny
plus
to
three.
accidentally send the zombies in the direction of our friend of the wreckage.
That was what the luck check was for. I was like, they are escaping, but which way they go is up to debate.
Okay, so well,
All right, let's look around in here, and if there's something of value, he's not going to give it up without some serious coercion. He doesn't seem the type to let go of valuables lately. So we'll just peruse and perhaps help ourselves.
All right, everyone go ahead and roll me a d20.
An 11. Am I adding anything to that?
Just a d20.
Okay.
Am I rolling this if I'm not there?
If you are not going in, then...
I am not going. I'm making sure he doesn't take off with the boat with him.
Oh, perfect. That's actually...
Do I still have
very
the keys to the boat in my pocket?
good. Yeah, but
maybe he has a spare
maybe
key.
I have a spare, yes.
Good call.
So, Vel and Sid, what did you guys get?
An 11.
11? 13? Okay.
yeah.
With an 11, you see, Sid, you pick up what is like a tasting spoon. This seems to be the stirring spoon that they use to sample the product as a distillery worker. The practices here seem a little less to code. And with a 13, Vel, you find the ledger to the distillery. It has, what's the word? Recipes for Redwater batches, for new inventions that are being hoped to be made by by Giddy Briggs.
Pocket that.
Yeah, perfect. So you pocket this ledger with some blueprints inside of it. Victor, go ahead and roll me a d20 as well.
To the 9.
You see Giddy is kind of looking like shifty side to side and is like reaching into his cloak pocket. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity check.
An 11.
An 11. Yeah, so with an 11, Giddy pulls out a magical bottle of bottled thunder and is going to throw it at you. With an 11, you are going to toss it between your hands. Go ahead and roll me a luck check. That is just straight d20.
That is 3 9s in a row.
3 9s in a row. Okay, with a 9, this is going to detonate, and there's going to be a that happens. It is not going to harm the boat. However, go ahead and roll me a d6 and get a 3 or lower.
5.
Perfect. With a 5, this you take 5 points of thunder damage, as well as in the distance you hear, huh?
Oh no.
As it seems that whatever sound this has made has caused the zombies to turn back around. And Giddy, as he throws this bomb, he's trying to hotwire his boat underneath and is just hoping that maybe that killed you.
It did not.
It did not, yeah.
Do I have an action?
You do have an action.
I'm going to have Stick step on him.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll me an attack. Actually, just roll me damage. He's on the ground. Or actually, roll me with advantage, because that if you get a nat 20, that'd be more fun.
Another 9 and a 15, so that's a 19 total to hit.
That'll 100% hit. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Can you imagine if Giddy had an armor class higher than 19?
Actually, no, that doesn't hit. I only take natural 20s.
That's an 11 for
And-
damage.
Oh, whoa, an 11 damage. Giddy is going to...
We should have just left him in the warehouse.
Your steel defender is going to wipe the remnants of a gnome off of the bottom of its feet.
Like it's got gum stuck on his shoe.
Yeah, exactly. Sid and Vel, you hear this massive thundering as you get your items, and you hear the zombies turn tail back towards the distillery. What are you doing?
We better leave.
We better leave. I don't know what that was. I was hoping to look around a little more. So much for that. Pocket the spoon and hightail it for the boat.
Perfect, yeah. You hightail it for the boat. Vel, go ahead and... What are you doing?
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. I know they're not going to come at us fast, but that was pretty loud. And worst case scenario, our ride is gone.
Yeah,
So-
roll me a luck check as you are heading that direction. With advantage.
20?
Well, natural 20? Mm-hmm. Well, perfect.
Perfect.
Out of the forest work, you hear as this hyena is running from these zombies, is well in front of them with a natural 20. Go ahead and roll me another d20 for this magic item table as you are headed out of this distillery. What you find?
6.
You find a small flask. This to be one of the recipes that was in the book. It seems to be an experimental flask. Inside of it is something called ghost proof. That is what the bottle is labeled. However, you do not know what this does. And the hyena with a natural 20 is going to be terrified of these zombies that have gone through the forest and is going to pin to your side as you head towards the boat. Are you all starting the boat?
Do we have any reason not to at this point? Sid starts the boat. I think Sid runs back and goes, things went well, I see.
A thunder spell out, threw it at me. I couldn't catch it. It went off. Stick squished him.
And with that, you guys head off on this boat onto the water and are able to make your way out of this distillery and towards Sharn. And go ahead and tell me what you were doing as you're all headed towards Sharn. Also, y'all get a point of inspiration.
I think, depending on how long we're traveling for, Sid's just trying to rest. He probably gives the controls to somebody else, but he's beat.
Yeah?
He's tired.
Yeah. You were able to take a short rest.
Victor's probably just chilling with Stick.
Yeah, I give in. I'm gonna keep the stinking hyena. So I better take care of it, and I better just get used to having someone who wants to know about me.
Yes, the hyena gives an excited cackle as it seems that he has accepted you and you have accepted him. And you all ride off into the sunset as you head towards Sharn. But wait, everyone roll me a luck check. And we're going to take the lowest.
16.
Well, with a 4...
Below.
You recall a certain boat that had been graffitied at the beginning of one of these sessions. Victor, you recall a certain blueprint that had been taken. It seems that maybe fate is starting to catch up to you as a skyship comes over the horizon and notices you hear on the brig of the helm, "Captain, they're over there!" And everyone roll me initiative.
I was waiting for it to blow up, and I just look at you like, what did you do now?
What did I do now? Can I do an investigation to see if they're coming after me because I tagged their ship?
Yeah, go for it.
It's a 9.
Yeah, right. I'm on the same boat as you. You might not want... Oh, it's a 5. I don't learn anything.
Yeah, with a 5, this boat seems really nice. Actually, it looks kind of better with the tagging.
I think so too.
And you can't really hear. They're directly spewing off their monologue, telling you exactly why they're chasing after you. But all you hear is
It makes me think of Poe and the second Kung Fu Panda, giving his speech from the top of the roof. They're like, what is he saying? What?
Exactly. So with that, we're going to go with the status report. Now, what the status report is going to be, every single round, I'm going to have you roll a dice smaller and smaller. On a natural 1 on any of these dice, a grappling hook is going to shoot out from this ship, and they are going to gain on you. We are going to use the modern manual chase rules for this boat battle here. Battleship, as they call it. So, let's roll a d20, starting with, let's go, Victor, roll me a d20. And don't get a natural 1. That's all you have to do.
That is a 12.
Perfect. All right. So, with a 12, you hear as a grappling hook into the water next to you and is going to start... somebody's going to quickly, like a roll-up window for a car, is going to start reeling back in the grappling hook, and that is the end of the status report. Victor, it is going to be your turn. Now, let me tell you, have an action / casting.
I was going to say,
Can the boat go faster?
probably, but
Yeah, who is driving the ship?
I am driving the ship.
Perfect.
Sensor?
If you drive the ship well enough, you will go faster.
Okay.
Basically, this airship is going to outpace you unless you are able to keep ahead of it. Right now, it's at a D20. Because of how fast it is going, it will be a D12. If you roll high enough on piloting this ship, it will stay at a D20.
So, are they trying to kill us, or are they trying to arrest us?
Roll me a perception check with advantage, because I like this question and I think it's fun.
That's a 15.
With a 15, a Warforged is actually going to stand out amongst the helm. With a 15, you are going to notice the dragon mark that you hold on yourself. You see the dragon mark that Vel is currently sporting, as well as the other 12, 11, 10. All the dragon marks are covering this Warforged. Every single one looks head to toe covered in these dragon mark tattoos, and his eyes are glowing, but they are glowing red. They do not look like this grappling hook is not a we're gonna board you and arrest you. This is a grappling hook is like we're gonna put a hole in your ship and we're gonna hope that you sink to the bottom.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I am nervously spinning my ring, right?
Right.
As I am whispering a bardic inspiration to be like, dude, we really gotta get out of here, and you are such a great driver, and you need to go so much faster.
Perfect. So you have a bardic inspiration to add to your roll. Go ahead and roll me a mechanics check, which I will say is your intelligence, and we'll go with +1 since you're an artificer, or +2.
So intelligence.
Intelligence ++2, which is, I guess, basically like proficiency. 7. Okay. The engine stalls out for a round. Some of Giddy Briggs's blood gets in the gears of the motor of the ship, and is going to kind of stall it out. Like, just a couple of the feet of the intestines go, through it.
We should have left him in the warehouse.
Hyena, he might get a little hungry. What if I have Hyena start, cleaning up your mess, Mr.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
For the stalled engine, back in Sharn, Sid works in a garage. He probably has never worked on a boat, but there might be some similar mechanical elements.
Yeah, perfect. Go ahead, roll me the same thing. You're going to roll me an intelligence check plus, and since actually we'll have this be an intelligence check +2. So it'll be -1 +2, so +1.
All right, I'm in the positive. It's a 4.
So you start working on this engine, and you rub some dirt in it, and it does not get better.
Why does this never work?
And with that, Vel, you are up.
Okay. Well, Hyena yet to be named is gonna, doesn't care about no airship, but he got a little hungry, so he's gonna start cleaning up our Giddy Briggs mess,
Yes.
so we don't have another mishap.
Yes. I will say that with that, each of the checks for either fixing the engine, if this were to happen again, and piloting the ship will be at another +1, so it'll be intelligence +3 with the Hyena's help. And what does Vel do?
I'm a bit concerned, right, because it has to be from the trust. Like this airship has every dragon mark. I know I am wearing a dragon mark, and it's not my dragon mark.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get the benefit of a dragon mark when it's on you, or is it more of just like for?
I assume because I'm taking on someone's appearance, right? Like I don't get their memories. I don't get like any
Racial bonuses?
I don't think so. What? I don't think so. I think if I was to use my I have a death one where I take on their persona and I get a portion of their memories, that might act differently.
Yeah, I say it's a case by case. So if you ever find a reason to be like, I want to use the Sentinel dragon mark.
Okay. How far away is the airship?
It's about 120 feet away, but it is gaining fast.
I'm gonna have a feet issue. I'm gonna have a feet and distance issue. Can I do an opposite?
Like a cutting words.
Wow. Yeah, but cutting words is like vicious mockery. I'm 60.
Yeah.
I can be 60 feet.
You they can
Just yell it.
You can yell it.
Okay.
I'd allow that.
Well, okay, you can't hear us. Okay, I will vicious mockery, and I am gonna start yelling about their horrible ability to throw grapple hooks and such a waste of such precious metal.
You see the man aboard the ship who's quickly cranking the grappling hook back in, sheds a single tear. You could see with your binoculars that you now have. They were on the boat, of course. It was actually a spyglass. and you see that this seems to have hindered the boat's ability to shoot a grappling hook. They will shoot their next grappling hook at disadvantage. The D12 will be at advantage for you guys. And with that, it is going to be the sky ship's turn. at which point they are going to take an attack on your boat. Victor, you notice the blueprint of what you stole shoots its way out of the boat. A cannon bomb has been shot out of the boat at your ship, and the boat, as well as each of you, is going to take 6 points of lightning damage as this lightning elemental essence that's been trapped inside of this bomb is going to... With that, the boat is going to make its way 30 feet closer. You are 90 feet away from this boat. You notice that this boat has intent to kill, but I believe that is where we're going to end our session for the night. My name is Cade, the host and dungeon master of this D&D adventure. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you remember when life knocks you flat on your back, all you got to do is keep rolling, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Next turn, I'm holding my action, so if they shoot another one of those at us, I'm casting catapult on it when it comes in range and shooting it back